Reporting live from the streets of Yemen, my name is Paty Castro. Political and social unrest in Yemen continues as protesters in the Change Square, the epicenter of anti-government since February, rallied against a power transfer deal under the Gulf Cooperation Council that promises President Ali Abdullah Saleh and his regime immunity from prosecution. 5 protesters have been reportedly killed in the Yemeni capital Sana'a, while 33 have endured gunshot wounds. It was the highest death toll in Sana'a in weeks of protest marches. On November 24th, exactly one day after President of Yemen Ali Abdullah Saleh ended his 33 years of autocratic rule, Saleh's supporters were accused of killing 5 young activists. Soon after, a video of what was reported to be the attacks was posted on YouTube. Reports of these events were seen all over the world. From Al Jazeera to the New York Times, the outbreak of such events have been broadcasted. Al Jazeera English, the 24-hour English-language news and current affairs channel headquartered in Doha, Qatar, depicted the Yemeni events with an influx of up-to-date information. Through social media networks like Facebook and Twitter, individuals from all over the world, and even the protesters themselves, were able to discuss the demonstrations in the Yemeni nation. The New York Times, an elite American newspaper and most popular American online newspaper website, has been covering the Yemen protests since February of this year, also providing worldwide feed of the year-long occurring events. A content analysis was conducted on the 2 elite news sources stated previously, the New York Times and on Al Jazeera. Several articles on the protests in Yemen were obtained from each media outlet and analyzed to uncover a variance in the way the uprisings were depicted. From our analysis, 2 research questions were gathered. Does the political violence depicted by the media correlate? And what are the similarities and differences of each media outlet view on the story? For the past 10 months, the Yemen protests have made headline news globally. What began as peaceful demonstrations conducted by university students calling for fair elections and freedom has led to warring generals and political mayhem. Through an in-depth analysis of 2 articles, one belonging to Al Jazeera and the other to the New York Times, both news sources compile and present the same facts and descriptions with an objective approach. However, research has shown that Al Jazeera has given more importance to this issue, perhaps given that they are both centered in the same region. The main issues portrayed in this matter is given to the transfer of power of President Ali Abdullah Saleh to his deputy vice president, Abdrabu Mansour Hadi, until elections bring in a new leader. Both articles heighten the death of 5 protesters who were killed after the gunmen in plain clothes opened fire during the rally, marking the highest death toll in Sana'a. Al Jazeera and the New York Times lacked in articulating the background on the original players of this event, the students. The main purpose of these rallies was for freedom and fair elections, as stated previously. The demonstrations, however, were felt by the students as hijacked by opposition parties, creating conflict between government and renegade soldiers. During all the commotion, the university where the students studied was taken over by soldiers.
Hijacked, abandoned, forgotten. That is how these young revolutionaries now describe Yemen's popular uprising. Protests started by students have been overshadowed by tribal conflict, warring generals and political parties. A power play. Young people gathered in January, calling for fair elections and more freedom. Since then, opposition parties have joined the revolution. A powerful general, Ali Mohsen al-Ahmar, once a close ally of President Ali Abdullah Saleh, has also defected with his soldiers, grabbing parts of the city, claiming to be protecting the mass rallies in Sana'a after protesters were shot at and killed in March. His troops have taken over the university, where students were studying and peacefully protesting at the same time. Since then, fighting has broken out between government and renegade soldiers. These students claim their revolution has been hijacked.
At first, we were only youth from the beginning, and it was very nice for us. I mean, it was a revolution by its meaning. But after they joined, we can say the encouraging of in the youth has decreased. It was not the same because some other outsiders came and invaded our revolution, and they are taking control of it.
Protesters are finding themselves literally pinned between two warring factions, renegade fighters and the government troops.
We feel that we are in danger in everywhere, whether to be in front of Ali Mohsen or behind Ali Mohsen, or in front of Ali Abdullah Saleh or behind them. They are both of us, like we can't trust them, all of them. We can't trust them. We feel that we are nothing because they use us.
Since the students were forced out of the university, the government has rented this small complex, and some classes still go on in tents. But it's too small, and most find their courses have been stopped. They can't get back into their old campus.
What can they do? They're in there with their weapons, their soldiers. What can a poor little student do?
Now, without their revolution or their studies, many come here anyway to escape boredom. Some still go to the protests, but many don't. They wait, hoping that those fighting for power in this divided country remember their call for freedom that started it all. Al Jazeera, Sana'a, Yemen.
Due to the fact that these articles lack the backbone story behind these rallies, readers may be deceived when reading if they are not privy to the information, possibly making them believe that the violent rebellion was created by the students themselves. In conclusion, Al Jazeera and the New York Times both presented balanced and objective stories. Though President Ali Abdullah Saleh has handed over his power, the protesters believe that immunity for him and his regime is unacceptable, saying that they will not back down until justice has been served. They will continue in the Change Square until they put Saleh's regime and his family members in the dark for committing war crime.